My dearest brothers and sisters. This is Hakann speaking. I greet you in peace and love. I would like to wish you a great 2025. I am also happy to announce that from today onwards, a group of Pleiadians is offering energy assistance to any individual who asks. What we are offering is distance energy work. We are not yet going to beam you up, physically visit you, or beam down objects. Distance energy work has a real and noticeable effect, but there are limits to how much can be accomplished this way. For example, if you ask for financial help, then we may be able to heal some emotional wounds and limiting beliefs and internal blocks, and that may have some benefit, but that doesn't mean you will be immediately financially stable. Energetic changes may take some time to translate to physical changes. It's also entirely possible that getting the effect you want will take tangible action on your end as well, such as you saying yes to an opportunity that crosses your path, or going to that event that you feel a nudge to go to, or talking to that person that you feel a sudden inclination to talk to, or actually starting that initiative that you have been thinking about for some time. Trust your intuition and your guidance. The current energies are also favoring people who are taking action and moving forward and trying to make a positive contribution. We can try but will not necessarily be able to help with serious illness. This energy assistance is not a substitute for medical treatment. Please listen to your doctor. Also, not all but some unpleasant situations are in your life because there is a lesson you need to learn. If you ask us to remove this unpleasant situation while you still haven't learnt your lesson, then it might not be for your highest good for this group of Pleiadians to actually remove the unpleasant situation. In this case, it's possible that nothing happens from your perspective. So if you're thinking of asking us to resolve an unpleasant situation in your life, it can help to first say out loud, "Is there a lesson I should learn with regards to this situation?" And see if anything comes up. Then again, some unpleasant situations aren't for people's highest good and are just the result of, for example, past trauma or limiting beliefs or destructive free will choices that others are making. We may certainly be able to help with that. You can make a specific request, but you can also just ask for assistance in general, and then this group of Pleiadians will do what they think is most beneficial. To give some examples and to set reasonable expectations, here are the results when the channeler tried this with two friends of his. One of them asked, "How can I balance being there for others and standing up for myself?" After receiving the assistance he mailed,
I had an interesting observation yesterday and today. A few times I bumped into something, and my first instinct is, I shrink back, because I'm afraid of breaking something. Then I thought, why am I not allowed to be there? Why do I have to make way for others/my environment? My environment can also make way for me. I also played with the idea of putting myself out there a bit bigger, physically and socially, to see what happens. Probably only good things. Thank you for the Pleiadian help. I do notice a difference.
The other friend asked for general healing. The next day he said he didn't sleep super well, but he felt strangely refreshed. He wrote, "I really do feel better today. Thank you." He also reported that a friend of his remarked that he looked unusually good compared to the last weeks. So if you want to receive energy assistance, go to the Era of Light version of this message. You can find the link to that under this video. And say what you would like assistance with, or if you would like general assistance and would like to let the Pleiadians decide. Your real name isn't necessary, because the Pleiadians can just energetically hone in on the person who posted the comment. The channeler communicates these requests to the Pleiadian group. He also acts as an energetic bridge and an energetic portal. Our energy goes via the channeler to the person making the request. Therefore, this places some amount of energetic burden on the channeler. Because of this, only so many requests can be processed at a time. Requests will be processed in the order they are made. You might have to wait some time before their request is addressed. Of course, there are all kinds of useful and beneficial things you can do in the meantime, both for yourself and others. If you write a comment to ask for assistance and it's your turn, the channeler will make the request and respond to you that you will receive the assistance before a certain date. For example, if the channeler says before 11th of February, that means that the Pleiadians will do the energy work before the morning of 11th of February, in the set time zone. It's entirely possible that the channeler will reply to multiple people with before 11th of February. That means that he made several requests and all of those people are receiving the assistance in the stated time period. Suppose you ask for an answer to a specific question, and the channeler answers before 11th of February. Then in the time period before 11th of February, we advise you to follow your intuition. If something that seems like an answer to your question just bubbles up, and it resonates, trust that it is the answer. If you feel drawn to suddenly open up a certain book, then follow that guidance. If you feel an urge to go do something, then go do it. If in our example 11th of February has arrived and you feel that you haven't gotten the answer yet, then it may be the case that blocks have been cleared internally. In that case, on 11th of February just say your question out loud, and see if an answer immediately arises in you, quite possibly in your normal inner voice. If it does and it resonates, then that may very well be the answer to your question. Trust yourself. A person is free to request assistance more than once, however, I would like to ask you to only make a request a second or third or fourth time if there's not already a queue of people waiting for their request to be filled. If you change your mind about what request you would like to make, simply reply to your request with another comment in which you write your updated request. If you make multiple requests in one comment, for example, please help me with my foot pain and please also help me find a better job or another way to meet my expenses, then it's possible that only one of the requests will be honored. This is done so that other people also have the opportunity to make a request. People have free will. Therefore, if you ask for healing for another person and that person hasn't consented to it, then the request may not be honored. After you receive the assistance, feel free to reply to your own comment to say how it was for you. Although of course this isn't mandatory. This group of Pleiadians is open to talking to you telepathically, but you will only be able to hear them if your own telepathic abilities are sufficiently unlocked. They aren't in most people. However, even if you're not able to hear them, they will still help you. You might also have relevant dreams during this time period. And, that's it. Feel free to start posting comments under the Era of Light version of this message. Only messages there will be considered. You can find the link to that under this video. With love. Your star brother, Hakann.